Very well. Let's start at the very, very beginning. What do we need to be able to paint digitally? Well, the answer to this question is pretty straightforward. To start, the only tools that are absolutely necessary are a graphics tablet and a digital painting software. Yep, that's it. The good news is that there are many of both available for all tastes and budgets. Regarding the graphic tablets, and without getting into a super technical video with lots of details that aren't relevant right now, I personally recommend you that you start with a basic or mid-level model. In my case, I love the brand Wacom, and I use a Wacom Intuos Pro. With this type of tablets, it's very easy to work, and honestly, the tablet isn't complicated at all to set up. It only has a touch panel and a stylus, as well as a series of buttons and dials that will help me speed up my workflows, only if I need to. The advantages of using this type of tablets are that they tend to be a cheaper option and are a good enough resource to start with. Additionally, another advantage is that they are amazing when it comes to their optical pen, the styluses as they call it. They usually have thousands of pressure points and sensitivity points that make drawing with them as close as to the real experience as possible, and therefore a really enjoyable experience. If I had to mention one of the cons of these tablets, it's that not having a display screen sometimes requires a period of adaptation. Sometimes it's not that simple. Just bear that in mind and give them a chance. Other graphics tablets that I think are also interesting to mention are those that do have a screen. These work exactly the same way, except that in this case, by offering a preview, you can draw on the same screen, therefore easier, and does not require any sort of adaptation. I, again, really recommend the Wacom brands again, although there are some others in the market that are just as good. Finally, we have the all-in-one tablets. I don't think these need much of an introduction. Who hasn't heard of an iPad before? But here, it's also worth mentioning other brands like Microsoft, Surface. I mean, there are many others. The problem with these is that they are indeed quite expensive. And if you're starting out, maybe they're not really the right option for you. I personally own a Cintiq as well. I love it, but if I'm honest, all my courses are done with the Wacom Intuos Pro because it's the easiest one. I can take it with me everywhere. On top of that, the Wacom processing tool that I'm using is the paper version, so I can actually draw with pencil and then transfer it through my Wacom. So yeah, anyhow, that's it for tablets, I think. With regards to the type of software to use, there are several, more and more nowadays. In the end, what you need to understand is that they all work in very similar ways. I work with Adobe programs because they're the standard in the industry, but I also work with Substance. Procreate is an amazing example as well. Clip Studio Paint, Krita, and there are very good ones out there that are open source, that the community keeps contributing towards, and they're free. All of them amazing tools. So I recommend that you have a browse, you have a look, and in the end, you have to look at what is right for you. All of them are going to have some amazing features that the others don't have, but overall, when it comes to interface, learning one will help you understand the others. With this, I think enough for now as an introduction. Just in case you want to know more about my setup, just to give you an idea, I have an ultra-wide monitor, and then I have other peripherals like the keyboard and a 3-button mouse, and I guess that's about it. So yeah, I hope you found this useful. If you have any questions or comments or any additions, please make sure that you leave that in the comments, and hopefully I'll see you in Idea School.